Hello, good people. Welcome to the Save Happy Life channel with me, Dr. Rose M. This is a channel that talks about psychological issues that affect us in our everyday lives. Today, I would like you to subscribe because if you have not, you could be missing a lot on the videos that we have been having on this channel. And we continue to talk about foreign contracts or migrant workers. And today I want us to move from outside our country back into our country. What does the Ministry of Labor say about migrant contracts? There is something called foreign contract attestation by Ministry of Labor and Social Protection. I urge us Kenyans, before we take that foreign contract, kindly read and read some more. I do not know how many of us read the Kenyan ministry's websites. Maybe you do, maybe you do not. Maybe you read when it's really necessary, maybe you do not. Today I have a surprise for you. Just as I surprised myself a few hours ago. Do you know that the website of the Ministry of Labor is available in 13 languages, namely English, Kiswahili, Ukrainian, Arabic, Simplified Chinese, French, German, Japanese, Korean, Russian, Spanish, and Tamil. I privately wonder why these languages and not others. There must be a reason. I am not here to explore the reason why or why not. But welcome, my friend, to the labor.go.ke/foreign contract attestation. Do you know that a foreign contract attestation is a service that is provided by the Ministry of Labor? This attestation means confirmation of a foreign job or of a foreign contract by a labor officer before you, the employee, takes up the offer in the country of choice or in the country of employment. According to the website, Kenyans looking for employment outside the country are required to have their contract verified or attested by a labor officer before traveling to take up the job. Do we do that? I doubt. You may want to ask, but why this requirement? This is to ensure that the government of Kenya knows where a Kenyan is and thus is able to take care of a Kenyan, and if the need arises, they are evacuated in case of emergencies. This process protects the migrant worker from exploitation, from abuse while working outside the country. I may ask, how many migrant workers have made their whereabouts known by the government in the countries where they are working? The labor officer who is bequeathed with the attestation responsibility ensures that the employee has assented, has agreed to the terms of the contract, that the job offer is free of fraud, there is no coercion, there is no misrepresentation, and there is no undue influence or mistake of any fact that may persuade the employee to take up the offer. The labor office or the labor officer ensures that the job offer is in the agreed form or format, and the employee is not obliged to serve any other contract during their stay in the foreign country. The officer attests the contract. If it is in compliance, he attests or she attests the contract if it is in compliance with Section 83 of Employment Act 2007, and that the employee understands it and is medically fit to take up the offer. Interesting. We are well protected by our laws. The migrant employee is required to fill in some prescribed forms and present, listen to this, a bond by the employer as a security that they are held responsible. The employer is held responsible in case of a breach of contract. The website states that employment contract of a domestic worker migrating to Saudi Arabia is generated through Musaned, M-U-S-A-N-E-D. This is simply online contracting. There must be a reason why. Those wishing to work in Qatar should have the job endorsed by the labor attaché that the job actually exists. Section 86 of the Employment Act 2007 states that it is a criminal offense to send an employee to a foreign country without the employer and the employee entering into a foreign contract of service. The crime is punishable by a fine not exceeding 200,000 Kenya shillings or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months or both. Foreign contract attestation is clearly spelled out in the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection website. So before you take up that job to wherever you want to go and work, kindly visit that website. This may just be the sleeping savior of the suffering migrant Kenyan workers world over, particularly in the Uarabuni, like it is popularly known. Over to you. Please read, get informed, get protected, get to know what your right is, get to know how your government can protect you, because if you do not seek this knowledge yourself, my dear friend, no one will seek it for you. The ones will be telling you about your contract. They will be telling you in the version that they want you to understand. Be wise. Consult this website. Thank you very much for listening. I'm sure you have learned something new for sure. And kindly share this, subscribe, touch that dial, because next time we are going to have yet another interesting episode about foreign or migrant contracts. Bye bye.